For the last 27 years here at Great Falls High, cross country has had one man in charge, and he recently retired. That's Bob Stingley. These trophies right here, he's been a big part of it. From a runner at Great Falls High to a cross country and track coaching tenure of 27 years, Bob Stingley announced his retirement last Friday, January 31st.
I guess a long time when you look at the whole thing of it. It went pretty fast, I'll tell you that. Probably kind of the neatest part is between track and cross country both, I got to coach both my kids, so that was fun, daughter and son both.
Stingley started out with the Bison as a student teacher looking to just help out with the program in which he ran for. And that was the segue into how he got into coaching long term, he said.
And the year I student taught, that was kind of, I think I want to do this for a while. I took over for my old coach, so I worked a couple of years. I worked like 4 years with him, and then switched over in '98, took over head coach, and kind of went from there. And we had some pretty good success right away. Our girls team took state in 2000, and that was pretty neat group of girls there.
But what was Stingley's reasoning for getting into coaching in the first place? He said it was all about giving back something he loved doing.
I did education for my college classes, and I thought, well, that'd be great. I love running, and I'd like to give that love of running back to everybody else, the kids, because it's not just, in high school. This is one of those lifetime sports that you can do, forever.
Like Stingley mentioned, his girls team won a cross-country state championship very early into his tenure, setting a standard. Although he said it took a little longer for the boys to really get gears turning, but that was until just last year when Stingley led the guys to the title.
When they announced Bozeman in second place, our crew just went crazy. The guys are crying, the girls are crying. I was just laughing because I knew what was up.
He said throughout it all that both the girls and boys teams have been incredibly supportive of one another, even if the other doesn't have the same success.
So whichever team is doing better, the other bunch is just behind them and cheering them on as much as they can. Because like last year, the girls were there, they're crying, and it was fun.
But how does one become a coach like Stingley was? And how does he lead his team to the success it had? He gave a jokingly good answer.
If they have a bad race, man, I don't talk to them about their bad race. I'm just because they are beating themselves up way more than I'd ever want to. So it's like I guess I'm like the nice old grandpa or whatever now. Yeah, I've kind of gotten to that age. Yeah.
With 27 years of coaching memories, there will certainly be lots of moments that stick out. And one in particular was a favorite of Stingley's.
We had a kid that was special needs running, and we were running in Pioneer Park in Billings. And I think we were going against Senior and West. And one of their teams had a special needs kid too. So these two kids, are minutes behind our last runner. But these two guys are battling it out as hard as they can, just like they were the first two runners. And both teams are lining the runway, and then again we finished on the track just like you would in the Olympics, and there was like 200 people out from both teams just jumping up and down and screaming, and these two special ed kids are running down. They are just doing great. I don't even remember which one won, but it was just such a cool experience for them, and they both felt loved by all their teammates, and same thing, everybody was great, and that was a pretty memorable moment.
He also said that it's been a blast coaching for as long as he has, and that it's never felt like a job.
It's the funnest part of my day, every day going to practice, and just like when I was a kid, I'd look forward to practice every day, and it's the same thing as a coach.
And of course, when you spend so much time of your life at a place, you develop a connection with it. Stingley showed the emotion of what Great Falls High meant to him.
I graduated from here in '77. Some of the guys that are up on, now I'm going to cry. Some of the guys that are up on our banners and in here, they've been my best friends forever.
And he said that to encapsulate it all, he signed his retirement letter in the only fitting way.
Once a Bison, always a Bison. That is so true. Once you leave here, you never really leave. You always got a part of you, whether it's on a trophy or on a banner someplace, or somebody, or you got your name on a block out in Alumni Way. It's you're always a part of this place, and there's so much history. It's just amazing.
Congratulations to Bob Stingley on 27 impressive and successful years at Great Falls High. Will Charlton, MTN Sports.